Chapter 26 of Puss in Boots Jr. and Tom Thumb. Sailors Bold. But the best of friends must part, and pretty soon Puss and Tom Thumb said goodbye and again resumed their journey of adventure. And by they came to the sea, where on the beach lay a small boat. And wasn't it strange that it should be the pea-green boat? Puss picked up Tom Thumb and jumped aboard. And when the tide came in, Puss hoisted the sail and set off on a voyage of discovery. And wasn't it lucky? There were boxes of crackers and bottles of water packed away in the cabin. "Hurrah!" cried Puss, and he began to sing. "Over the waves and the sparkling foam, away from land we call our home. Far out to sea we'll sail away, sailors bold for many a day." "I never knew you were so good a sailor," said little Tom Thumb, watching Puss Jr. trim the sails and handle the tiller. "You are an old sailor." "Ha, ha!" laughed the little owl. "I taught him a few things." "Perhaps I am a natural-born sailor cat," laughed Puss. Off on the bounding sea we float, Puss Jr. and Tom in their little sailboat. Hoist the topsail and let her go over the foam as white as snow. Haul in your main sheet hard a-lee. These are the words we used at sea. When the harbor we reach at last, we'll lower the sail from the big tall mast. "Where did you learn that song?" asked Tom Thumb. "Didn't learn it," replied Puss. "Made it up as I went along. I feel so jolly sailing away. Why, I don't even mind getting wet with the spray." After a while the sun hid himself in the west, and the big moon came out and looked down on Puss Jr. at the helm, and little Tom Thumb and the big-eyed owl. And the little boat raced along, and the great waves lifted it up on their white-crested heads and let it down again quite safely. And the evening breeze sang a soft little lullaby, so that by and by Tom Thumb went sound to sleep. And pretty soon Puss closed first one eye and then the other, till all of a sudden Captain Puss Jr. went sound asleep, but the little boat kept right on its way until it bumped on a sandy beach. End of chapter 26. Recording by Lily.